You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
Hi, I'm Cecilia Galli with The Splash. I'm here to speak with Leon Pedell to learn more about how we can protect our lake and water sources from pollution. The lakes and waterways are a great asset in this area, and if you live on the lake or have a water source in your backyard, you could be unintentionally polluting the water. During the warm months, we start using products like fertilizer with phosphorus, herbicides, pesticides, and other nutrients and chemicals that can actually drain into our waterways. Leon Pedell, the secretary of the Orchard Lake Aquatic Advisory Board, shares an easy way to help decrease the levels of pollutants ending up in our waterways.
What you need to do is you need to start at the smallest level. For example, with this pond, you need to have barriers so when the water comes down, it can be filtered by the plant material.
Barriers are planted on the edge of the land before the water starts. These barriers help protect the water by absorbing some of the excess nutrients and pollutants that could drain into the water. It is important to plant barriers on any size water source, like culverts, ponds, running ditches, rivers, and even lakefront, to help reduce the spread of pollution.
The biggest reason that this becomes important in the bigger waterways is because the lakes and the rivers drain down and eventually they make their way to the Great Lakes.
Pollutants can not only harm the water, but also humans, plants, and animals. They can affect many areas of life for local residents that live on or enjoy the water.
When these waters start to deteriorate with plant material, algae, etc., it hurts these lakes from a recreational standpoint, and it has a negative effect on property values.
Some local homes are also built larger on the lake, with rolling lawns right to the water line.
The bigger the house, the bigger the roof, the bigger the driveway, the bigger the decks, the more lawn without natural areas. It becomes more of a funnel for all this water, which carries with it fertilizer, E. coli, pollutants, right into the waterway.
Other pollutants to keep in mind is using fertilizer without phosphorus and keeping it away from waterways on all sizes of land. Dog waste with E. coli can even spread into the waterway. When you are ready to build a barrier, use plants like irises or milkweeds, and you can also use trees that grow in standing water and suck up a lot of nutrients and filter the water. When you plant barriers, you can really see the results of a healthy waterway.
The most wonderful thing is that when you start to do these things, you really know it. You're not having these algae blooms in your ponds and in your little waterways. You know, it doesn't look like pea soup. And you start to see from spring through fall all this wonderful life.
The lakes and water sources in our area really make it a beautiful place to live. Techniques like barriers is one of many great ways to help keep our lakes and water sources safe. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Cecilia Gallio.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3 The Lakes FM.